Hello and welcome back to another travel vlog. So currently I am, oh that's very bright. Currently I am on my way to Clearwater Beach in Florida, and last night I just stayed in Live Oak, which is in like really northern Florida. So I drove like 7 hours yesterday, made it to Live Oak at like 7 o'clock at night. So it was already dark when I got there. I stayed in a tent last night, a very large tent with a really nice and really comfy bed, but it was like 45 degrees. And so I really bundled up. I was wearing like 3 layers and I had like a bajillion blankets. It was still a little chilly, but I warmed up. This morning, I spent the whole time walking around. Absolutely gorgeous. I pet the horses for like a solid 30 minutes. Like, I freaking love horses. Was definitely a horse girl growing up. Horse girl growing up. So that was like a dream come true. Freaking loved that. Oh, also last night I like sat around the fire talking with all the other people staying there. They were so lovely. It was just like a whole bunch of other families staying there. So then this morning I like had coffee and little niblets with them. We talked for a while. It was really lovely. So I just like spent some time on the grounds this morning. It's like 9:20, 9:30 now. And I got some recommendations from the lady who owns the Airbnb, and I'll have the Airbnb link down below, the one from last night as well as the one that I'm staying in Clearwater. But it was such a beautiful Airbnb. Like, if you're ever in Florida, like, stay there, even if it's just for a night. So lovely, so beautiful. They had like a million chickens. So friendly. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hello. So I'm gonna be stopping at, I don't remember what the name of the springs is called, but I'm gonna put it on the screen. But it's like a lot of manatees, I think, migrate to this area for winter since it's a lot warmer down here, and the water in the springs is a lot warmer. So I think that they migrate here during the winter. So it's like a really popular thing to go and see like the manatees at some of the springs here. So I'm gonna see if I can, lovely lighting, I'm gonna see if I can see some manatees. I cannot describe to you how peaceful this is. It's like 7:15 in the morning. I was attempting to come watch the sunrise on the beach, but then pretty quickly realized that the sunrise is over there, not over there. It still is like so gorgeous, and there's like nobody here. The sand is freezing. My toes are very chilly, but it's just like, it's so quiet. The sunrise looks beautiful. It's the dawn of a new decade. That's all I can say. So I wanted to talk a little bit about social anxiety. Social anxiety is something that I've had for my whole life, and it's become like pretty apparent in my like adult years, you know, when you're a kid, social anxiety might just come across as like shyness, or being like a little like quiet or timid or not really wanting to do things by yourself. But then like into adulthood, when you're expected to do things by yourself, it can become like a little bit more apparent. So I've struggled a lot with social anxiety over like my adult life, especially the past few years. I'm 23 now and have been living on my own, you know, since I moved away from college 5 years ago. So the way that my social anxiety kind of like manifests itself is that I just like, it's really hard for me to do things by myself, like go out places, like even something like grocery shopping. I get really anxious doing it by myself. Obviously, I still go grocery shopping often. Sometimes I just get like anxious while I'm there. Or like something like going out for meals by myself is something that I like absolutely never do. I had never like traveled by myself before, so I really don't know what gave me the confidence to do it. I think I just had to like not really think about it and just book it, and then, you know, it had to happen. I spent literally like 48 hours debating it, and the day before I left, I booked it. And surprisingly, while I was on the trip, I didn't really get as anxious as I thought I would. The thing that made me the most anxious was, so there was this place that I really wanted to go for dinner. I had heard really great things about it. Is it still slipping? Oh my god. So there was absolutely no parking. Traffic was insane. The restaurant is in the marina, so I was driving around the marina for probably 30 minutes trying to find a parking space. As I mentioned before, like eating food by myself in a crowded restaurant is like one of my biggest fears. So the anxiety was already building, but I was like, no, like I have to do this. And then finally, like I saw these people going to their car, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for them to pull out. Like they finally left. I got their parking space. I went in, and it seemed like there was gonna be like a really long wait, but then like there was a seat at the bar that opened up. So then I was sitting at the bar by myself, like in between two people, and I was like, I did it. I was definitely uncomfortable. I was definitely anxious, especially since like the head cold that I have is like blocking out my ears, so my hearing is really bad. So I was like, I can't hear like what the bartender is saying to me. But afterwards, I was so happy, so proud of myself. The food was delicious. The beer was freaking delicious. Like that beer was so good. I would go back just for the beer. Afterwards, I was just sitting there thinking like, wow, that was just like, I just had the best day ever. Like yesterday was such a good day. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to address that. If you are someone who has anxiety, especially social anxiety, you can do the thing. Like there have been so many times when I've sat down and I have like tried to make a plan for how I was going to manage my social anxiety, and then I just like did nothing. So if you are someone like me who loves to travel but is like scared of doing things by yourself because of social anxiety, like you really just have to do it. And I know that that sounds really daunting. Like I honestly didn't think that I would have the confidence, even like at this point in my life, to go on a solo trip. I didn't think I had the confidence up until I actually did it. It is like a muscle, and you have to work on it if you want it to get stronger. If you would like to share your social anxiety stories, or if you want to like, I don't know, just like ask questions or something, just leave it in the comments below, and I would love to help you out. Or like message me on Instagram or something. I'll leave my Instagram either in the bio or on the screen or something. But find me on Instagram, send me a message. We can talk about social anxiety together. Woo! So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. This trip was so amazing. It's so much fun. I'm so glad that I did it. And I want to do this every day of my life. Clearwater is amazing. The Airbnb that I stayed in Live Oak was amazing. I'll have them linked down below. So if you're ever in Florida, I definitely recommend staying there, going to Clearwater, definitely going to Honeymoon Island. That place was absolutely amazing. Sorry I didn't show the hostel that I stayed at in Clearwater. It was a really weird vibe, and I don't think I'm going to be staying there again, just because everyone else who was staying there was a lot older than me, and my roommate was like really kind of like closed off. We probably said like 20 words to each other. She just didn't seem like she wanted to talk. So I was like kind of uncomfortable there the whole time, so I didn't really feel comfortable like filming it. However, if you are into staying at hostels, it was a beautiful hostel. There's like gardens everywhere. It's like a pretty small space with like a lot of people crammed into the space, but it's really cheap. It's super affordable. So if you're into hostels, I would like, you can definitely stay there. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling now because this is gonna make the video so freaking long. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next vlog, which will hopefully be sometime soon, and I'll hopefully be posting more regular videos this year, 2020. Happy New Year, everybody. God.